Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we worked on the next stage of the ore purification, which is taking our crushed bobonium, rubite, and sapphirite and making chunks out of it as part of our gold processing. And we got that all designed, laid out, everything's all hooked up and running, and it's ready for the next phase. So that is kind of next up on the agenda, and we'll get to that. But off screen, I was just looking around to make sure that most things are running, and so far everything looks okay, except for one major problem, and we're going to go take a look at it right now that we have to fix because we need this running. It looks like that a recipe did change in the latest, in the update that I installed, so we're gonna go fix it. And we got to fix it in 2 spots. So over here, with red circuit processing, we were making phenolic boards. Actually, do we also have to worry about blue? No, because blue uses fiberglass, not phenolic. Okay. So this recipe has changed to no longer take the solid resin, it now wants liquid resin. Now, what I need to check and see, paper and liquid resin. Do you have an alternative? No. That's a problem. So then the question is there a way to make liquid resin out of solid resin? Indeed there is, with some ethanol gas. With some ethanol gas. Okay. I think that's methanol gas. Do I have a source of ethanol anywhere? Methanol. Okay. How do we make ethanol gas? I'm sure we probably have it somewhere, but we're disposing of it because it probably didn't have any use for it. So bisphenol A. Methanol. Not methanol, we need ethanol. Is it a byproduct of any process? It is a byproduct of a fermentation process to make compost. That is it? Fermentation base. Well, we are making fermentation base here. And that is being sent over to the plastic production. And there's a giant tank of ethanol gas. It's being used to make liquid plastic. Or at least it should be anyway. Okay, so that's a byproduct. We're full up on plastic. Now the alternative is I just bring in liquid resin, because I have liquid resin, and we just ignore the whole solid resin process, like, because we have this whole process over here making tons of liquid resin. Because over here, what I would have to do is add in a loading area to load up some of this, which, I mean, I could. So you know what, I'm going to go through all that, and then we're just going to bring in liquid resin, and we're just going to ignore this. Oh, and this one's paper, not wood. Oh, that's a problem. Because we also have it down here. Where it's going to be using paper, not wood. Oh, okay. That's an issue. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what are we going to do with this? Tear it out? We don't need it. We're going to tear it out because we don't need it. Okay. So we'll get some logistics bots to take care of that. And we need to figure out how we're going to make paper. Is there a recipe for paper that uses wood? Well, yes. In theory. Human hydroxide, cellulose pump, sulfur dioxide, gas, and water. Cellulose pulp. We can make cellulose pulp. Alginic acid. I can make cellulose fiber from wood. Phenolic board. Yeah, that's what we're ultimately going to do. Alginic acid. It comes from brown algae. Brown algae comes from that. Okay, so what do we have? We have one yellow factory. Do we have a sewing machine 6s? No, I don't think we do. No, sewing machine 5s. And do I have algae farm 4s? I do. Now, I'm probably making that brown algae somewhere. I don't know what that does. Okay. First things first, I need to bring in that liquid resin. And so I need an area that can do that. Go. Okay. And then we're going to need to send that plastic underground, that wood underground. Where's that wood actually going? Okay, it's being used. Okay, no problem. Let's drop in. Yeah, let's drop in the stop. Let's see, right about there. Drop in the stop. And we have our tanks. And this is going to be manufacturing alpha. We're going to have to do this twice. Resin. Unloading. Just finish that off myself. All right. Go ahead and put that there. Okay. And I accidentally hit my flamethrower. All right, so you are going to go out to resin production and load resin. Full cargo. All right, there we are. There's our resin. Ooh. Well, it looks like I broke something here. There we go. Okay, that is back up and running. All right, so first thing we're going to need to do here is let's go ahead and get this processed into cellulose fiber. Do we have a... There we go. Power source we can grab onto. There we go. Okay, so do I have a source of brown algae that I can take advantage of? Indeed, I do. Oh, we're actually making paper over here. This has no recipe. Oh boy. Okay, so what is this supposed to be? Wooden boards. Wooden boards wants wood. Okay, actually, hold on. We just take the paper production from this process, bring it over here, and we take the wood that was used from this process and send it over there. That'll do. right, that will work. And actually, this can come in on this line because we're two different types of belts. And there we go. Now making phenolic boards. And can I just upgrade you to just a better factory? There we go. Alright, so that's everything there. Alright, that fixes the problem. And didn't have to get too complicated. Oh, but this is an issue. Cellulose pulp. It uses a liquefier now and requires water as an input. Alright, well, at least both of those inputs are right. How much water are we talking about? Not much. Alright, good. Then that'll be easy. Alright, now we don't need anywhere near this amount of paper. That's good. Alright, that means now that the old, or the big electronics manufacturing almost certainly needs to be completely fixed as well. Let's go take a look at what the damage is. Alright, so you're making wood boards out of wood. That's fine. Because we did not do the wood boards out of paper, which was the issue up at the other process. So this is actually all good. The reason why this is not getting any work is because there's no copper. How much is on board? Bring me the copper. I just want to make sure everything is running. Okay. This should all be fine. Where we're going to run into a problem is here. Fortunately, though, what we're doing is we're taking liquid resin, we're turning it into solid resin, and we're feeding it in here. So this whole process is no longer necessary. We can just route this pipe straight in. So we can get rid of this. Or we can just take it out of the equation. So, okay, there's my copper wire coils. Actually, what I can do is make my way down here. So I think this fix is going to be a lot easier. Yes, okay. So the big issue over here is just the throughput of copper is the big problem. Okay, now here, this should be real easy. Oh, right, but they want paper. So that's not gonna be easy. Okay. That's not gonna be easy because it needs paper, not wood. And unlike up at the northern area, we are not making paper anywhere here. Because again, we were not using paper to make these, to make the wood boards. We're using straight wood. Alright, well, I think we're at the end of this episode, and what we'll have to do is we'll have to work on this fix for next episode, because this whole resin system is no longer necessary. Okay, so we're gonna have to... Alright. So what are we actually doing here? We're actually doing this. Okay. We're going to have to put in an algae farm. We're going to need saline water from some method. That method. Okay. That'll be easy enough. So this wood can get turned into cellulose fiber, so I have to redirect that. Okay. Okay. Not a problem. Alright, but we'll work on that for next episode. So for now, we'll stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.